Good morning. So I have to say I've been slacking a bit on making videos. Just really haven't been feeling the editing process. I don't know, I probably have like 5 videos that I just need to edit and post, but again, just been kind of slacking. I started a new job, so it's been a busy last month or two, so a couple of vacations in there too, so I'm gonna try to get back into editing some videos, but breath chasing out to Maple Bay today. Gonna see what's down at the bottom under the dock, and if there's a ton of trash, I'm gonna throw my scuba on and do some trash cleanups as well. So it might be a combo ROV and scuba dive day. All right, let's throw this in the water and see what we can find. Just tossed her in. Let's go down. I think the next time I take the ROV out, I'm gonna have to try and just film myself from the surface the whole time, because voiceovers aren't nearly as fun as my reactions when I'm laughing, just grabbing this random stuff while doing the activity. This was just a strap of some sort, but I figured it was some sort of belt. That's what it looked like from the surface on the small screen, but just a strap. Again, I wish I was filming on the surface during this, because whenever I find jewelry, I always have a big grin on my face, because who doesn't like finding jewelry in a lake? But smaller items like this are definitely a test to try and use the claw to catch them. If you've ever played the claw machine at your local arcade, you'll know exactly what I mean. At least here, I have quite a few tries, and as long as my battery has a charge, I can just keep trying. Let's let go of the controller. I'll just pull this up. Makes it a bit easier while filming. I think we got a little bracelet here. The grip on this thing's crazy though. Yeah, check that out. Just gonna open the claw real quick. Yeah, got a little pearl bracelet there. Pretty cool. The next time I take this out, I'm for sure going to bring my head mount for my GoPro, and then probably a tripod as well to film kind of more of my reactions. But it's just so hard to hold my camera while needing 2 hands for the controller, and then while also trying to reach over the dock or the boat and trying to get the item that I found. And this water gun really tested my patience for doing all of that. It's pretty wide, this water gun itself, and my little claw isn't the biggest, so I was kind of looking at a couple different points on where to grab this thing, and I figured, the handle was a good spot, right? But unfortunately, as you'll see here, as soon as it got to the surface, I think some air bubbles got caught on the front of the propellers or something, and it just twisted the gun, and oh no, down it goes, back down to about 70-80 feet where I found it. But it was pretty fun. I sped this up by 2 times here. The entire time it was floating down, I was trying to use the claw and kind of get a grip on it, but it just kept moving, and it was also falling at the same time. It was just a cluster, and I chased it all the way until it settled right on the bottom, almost exactly where I had just picked it up from. And if that didn't make me feel defeated enough, once I got another grip on it, watch what happens next. Alright, so we just dropped the water gun. It was pretty funny trying to track it down underwater there, but I decided to press lock on the device there and just reel it back in by hand. As soon as it gets to the surface, the air, I think, hit it and knocked it off, so I'm just watching the screen right here, making sure that it is still attached there. I don't know if you can see it there. Slow and steady. Looks like a pretty sick water gun. Oh, and it fell off right there. At least it's a lot closer to the dock and shallower, so we'll go back down and grab it. This should be a lot easier now. It was quite a ways out there, so. I didn't think you needed to see it a third time me trying to grab it, but I grabbed the water gun back, no problem. At this spot, it's only about 30 feet deep there, much easier. And then I went back down and found this fin. And somebody lost a fin. angle it up. And funny enough, at the end of this, I had somebody come up to me and tell me that somebody had actually lost this fin just yesterday. So I put it by the garbage can. I don't know if he'll get it back, but here's hoping. Oh, it's fun. It's definitely hard to film and pilot this thing at the same time and try to grab the items. So it's kind of a two-person job, I think, sometimes. Having fun though still. And I got excited again because you all know I love to try those lake drinks. So look at this, another full can. And it's kind of interesting, when you've been doing this as long as I have, when you can see cans from a distance, you can really tell if they're full or not. They sit differently in the water. Empty cans are almost always on their side. Full cans are usually up and down because the air bubble gets trapped in them like that. Alright, looks like we've got a full can of ginger ale, I think. Oh, we're over there. It's hard to control this and drive at the same time. If you can see behind me there. Just trying to get it closer while driving. Alright, I'll have to let this go and go grab my can. There we go. And with the ROV battery running pretty low, I still wanted to grab a couple more things though, but that was tricky. I didn't want to waste any more battery going up and down the 60 feet. So trying to grab a couple things at the same time, that was key here. And so I got these two pairs of goggles. And I know when you're sitting at home watching this on your phone or computer, this looks like such an easy task, but trust me, it is not. This is so much harder than it looks. And as soon as I grab these, you can see just above that there's an earring sitting there. So I pulled these up with only 4% battery. I shot back down to try and grab it. And like I said earlier, you get a couple tries to try and grab stuff on like a claw machine, but with such little battery, I had one shot to grab this and I nailed it. All right, so with that final pull here, got a little earring. All right, let's lay out what we got. All right, so overall bracelet, earring, couple pairs of goggles, full can of ginger ale, water gun, a little black strap, toy boat, and a fin. And didn't even have to get wet. All right, so there wasn't much here, so I'm probably gonna go scuba dive at a different spot. So let's jump to that now. So I think I changed my mind. I am gonna go here. I'm already here, I might as well. I know there's trash down there. It's just gonna be a little ways away from the dock. Probably get a good 50 cans or so. There's always trash in this lake. Cultus Lake is one of the filthiest lakes in the Fraser Valley. Yeah, so let's go see what we find. Maybe some treasure too. I think there's a high likelihood that we're just getting trash. Totally fine though. Let's clean it up a bit. I decided to go on scuba today because I just felt like I haven't had a big trash cleanup in a while. And I really wanted to get a bunch of stuff out of the lake. It's just, it doesn't feel the same when I'm only picking up 20 cans or so. And at Maple Bay here, it's a bit deeper, so I think I was between the 30 and 50 foot range for most of this dive. But after 40 feet, I don't like to free dive for trash too much. It's just not the most efficient way to do trash cleanups. But like I said, this lake is absolutely filthy. Well, look how many cans I am pulling from this one area. This one chunk of area, maybe 20 feet long or so, I filled out my entire trash bag full of probably 50 cans in just this one spot, which is wild. Finding this bottle of Corona was pretty funny. The cap looks super rusted, so this would be a bottle I wouldn't try, unlike all the other ones I've tried. But I don't know what was going through my mind, but I felt like popping this underwater just felt like the right thing to do. And yes, I did grab the bottle cap after. this was really the only piece of treasure that I found on this whole dive. Unfortunately, this phone was swollen pretty thick with just water. I might get around to trying to return this, but this phone's not going to work. It's full of water, dirt. So if I return it, I probably won't make a video of it, but it's more of a just for fun thing. People that get their phone back and they think they'll never see them again. And for a second here, I thought I found a full 2.6. Turns out it just flew like water. Alright, so finish up the dive, and there's a total of 182 cans, bottles, and cups out of Cultus Lake here. Some paddles, flippers, what else we got here? Some sunglasses, and then one phone. Anyways guys, thanks for watching. Till next time, take care.